my loves. Welcome back to Losing It with Gracie. Now, a couple of things I want to cover today. I apologize for the sunglasses, but they are truly necessary. I'm in my lovely oasis, which I love this outside office for me. This space is fabulous. I'll kind of give you a look around, and you see my trees, and you will listen. You can hear the birds, which are always around me and talking to me and singing to me. I wanted to take a moment. First of all, the trial for the 7-day trial pack for the Keto Fuel and Burn samples ends tomorrow. I've been getting messages, and many of you want to get started. This is not my special, it's a corporate special. So, I don't know if they're going to continue it. I just know that at this point, this ends at midnight on tomorrow, and I'm going to be placing orders by midnight tomorrow. So inbox me. Again, I'm doing the friends and family special where you're getting the 7-day trial pack for $50, free shipping. You must inbox me if you want to take advantage of that special rather than going to the website. So inbox me or call me or text me and let me know you're ready. But it is for midnight by tomorrow, so make sure you contact me. Hi, Julia. And but I had a couple of people who had some questions about living the keto lifestyle. Obviously, they can see from me and many of my business partners and friends and customers who have posted their before and after pictures. It works. Living the ketogenic diet lifestyle works. And I don't like saying the word diet for the simple fact, ketogenic, you can't hear me? Uh-oh. Can you hear me now? I hope so. Give me a sign and let me know if you can hear me. Because if you can't, I'm going to have to turn it off and start all over again, because I don't know what is wrong. Let me know if you can hear me. Let's see. Alright, we'll try this again. Well, Julia, I know you're there. I'm going to invite you and see if you can hear me, and then I will continue with my discussion. So bear with me. And I apologize if you really can hear me, but I don't know. I was just told by someone you can't hear me, so give me just a minute and see what happens. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, I'm not getting anything. Alright, well, what I will do is I will go ahead and have my discussion. So let me start all over again in case I was told you couldn't hear me. Bear with me, this is my second attempt of doing my lives from a laptop and not my phone. So I'm just kind of giving it a shot. It apparently works better for YouTube videos, so I'm trying to get myself prepared for that. So, what I was saying is that the ketogenic lifestyle, or keto life, I like to refer to. I do not like to use the term diet, for the simple reason is it's not a diet, and people think diets are hard. They put a lot of negative connotations behind the word diet. Often, second to that is fad. The ketogenic life is just that, a lifestyle. It is about eating low carbs. So what happens when you eat low carbs, your body produces ketones in the liver to be used for energy. And so you've probably heard it the ketogenic diet, but you've heard it also called the low carb diet, low carb high fat, or the LCHF. Different names people have it. And what happens is when you eat something high in carbs, your body will produce glucose and insulin. So glucose is the easiest molecule for your body to convert and use as energy. And that it will, when it's used as energy, it will be chosen over any other energy source. Insulin is produced to process the glucose in your bloodstream by taking it all the way throughout the body. And since glucose is being used as primary energy, your fats aren't needed, and therefore they're stored. So that is why we carry extra weight, and the more sugar we have, and that, the fat buildup we have in here, in our body, it just sits there and our fat cells expand. So typically on a normal higher carbohydrate diet, the body will use glucose as the main form of energy. By lowering the intake of your carbs, if you're lowering the carb intake, your body will induce into the state called ketosis. Now, ketosis, as I said before, is a natural process that the body initiates to help survive when the food intake is low. So during this state, we produce ketones, which are produced to break down the fats in the liver. The end goal of a properly maintained keto diet is to force your body in this metabolic state. And we don't do this through starvation of calories, but starvation of carbohydrates. Now, I'm not going to go into this thing. Some of you who know a little bit about diabetes have heard of ketoacidosis. We're not attempting to put our bodies in ketoacidosis, and that can happen when we are in starvation mode. We want to be in ketosis, and we want your body to begin burning the fats and burn the ketones as the primary energy source. And there are many, many benefits from being in ketosis and following the ketogenic diet. Hold on, I've got light shining here. So naturally, weight loss is one of the obvious benefits to the ketogenic diet. Your body will use the ketogenic diet will force your body to use fat as an energy source. So obviously you're going to lose fat. I like to say that instead of weight. That's our thing about the Burn Baby Burn and the Bullet Fit program, is that you're actually going to lose fat. It also has been known to lower your blood sugar. This is because it's a more effective way to manage the insulin production. I knew that was going to happen. I can pause it. There we go. Sorry. Everything, if you could see this, my little office, I've got everything around me, supposedly in arm's reach, but I'm trying to get you a clear view, and I'm not in the sun. So again, with the keto diet is it naturally lowers your blood sugar, so that helps you with managing and preventing diabetes compared to other low-calorie diets. It also increases mental performance. Ketones are a great source of fuel for the brain, and when you're if you're on a lower carb intake, you avoid big spikes of blood sugar, and this results in improved focus and concentration. So that obviously is a great benefit. Increased energy and normalized hunger. One of the things, energy is important too, but it kind of cues your system to when you're hungry, when you've burned the fuel that you have, rather than a lot of times we eat empty calories or high in sugar foods, high carbohydrate foods, and we get a short feeling of satiety, which means feeling full. When you are eating more fat, which is naturally more satisfying, you end up feeling more satiated, satisfied, full, and so you're not going to be hungry often. And so that's why it's important when you're on a ketogenic diet, when you are hungry, to eat, because you're not going to overeat. It's just not going to allow you to overeat when you're in ketosis. The ketogenic diet has been used since the early 1900s to treat epilepsy. Many people don't know that. It's still one of the widely used therapies, especially in children, for uncontrolled epilepsy today. Lowering your cholesterol and your blood pressure. It's been shown that the ketogenic diet has improved triglyceride levels and cholesterol levels that are mostly associated with arterial buildup. So what that means is that your low-carb, high-fat diets show a dramatic increase of your HDL, that's high-density lipids. They are the good cholesterol. I like people to remember HDL is the high one. We want a lot. We want it high. I mean the good one, happy HDL, happy cholesterol, we want a lot. So that what their job is, let me kind of give you a little free. This is your arteries. Here's the HDL. They come in and they kind of sweep the arteries free of the bad cholesterol before it has time to turn into plaque. And the more we have, the better. So having a high-fat diet shows an increase in that, which is great compared to low-fat diets. Insulin resistance, back to with diabetes. I'm reading my little list of the things that it points that some of the benefits of keto diet. So if you can see me turning, I hope you understand. Insulin resistance can lead to type 2 diabetes if left unmanaged. A low-carb ketogenic diet can help people lower their insulin levels to healthy ranges. So I'm not making claims on specifically of the BullaFit. I must say that. All I'm saying is that our BullaFit program is based on a ketogenic lifestyle and the ketogenic diet. But I'm just naming some of the benefits of a ketogenic diet. And last but not least, acne. Acne, with being on a low-carb diet, has shown that there's a drop in lesions and skin inflammation when people switch to a low-carb diet. So eating high-carb diets, high-carb diets, and you've probably heard this, you probably heard this as a teenager, to drink sodas and chocolate. Well, they have been linked to increasing acne. Well, why wouldn't the reverse happen if you're eating a low-carb diet? So there's a benefit there. So there are several benefits of the ketogenic diet, not just weight loss. Of course, for me, the weight loss was a big factor and visible for most of us, and most of us that have been on it, you can tell by our before and afters that has been our big success. I have heard many people talk about how they're coming off medications that they've been on for years. So, just want you to know that. Every time I'm on these lives, I'm looking at myself because you guys catch me after my walks. And I do a split on my walks, usually about 2.5 miles each way. Sometimes it's 1.5 miles one way and then 2 the next. It just depends on what route I decide to walk. So usually I am sweaty, hot, always a hat. Today I'm sporting my University of Maryland Public Health hat. So I just want you all to, soon I will do a live where I'm looking pretty. Right. So I want to go over a couple of basic things for you. Ideally, you want to keep your net carbs to about 25. That's an average, 25 to 30 grams a day. And when I say net carbs, is when you're looking at carb ingredients on items, you're going to subtract your fiber and your sugar alcohols. So what's left is what you have. So this is just for the sake of, if it says it's 40 of carbohydrates, and then it has 5 grams of fiber, and then it has 5 grams of sugar alcohol, that means you're subtracting 10. So you're actually having 30 net carbs. Now, that would be it for your day for the most part. I mean, I know for me, I've tried to stay in between 25 and at max 45, sometimes 50. But if you stay on that low end, you're keeping yourself in ketosis. So, I think it's easier for me to tell you what not to eat rather than what you can eat, because you can pretty much eat almost anything except grains, which include wheat, corn, rice, cereal, barley, things like that. sugar, honey, agave, maple syrup, fruit such as apples, bananas, oranges. Berries have a lower glycemic index, which means they don't have a high impact on your carbs, but you don't want to overdo that. Now, in our program, it says we can eat apples sparingly. You be the judge on how much. I mean, I wouldn't say eat an apple every meal or every day. Maybe cut up a few slices of apple if you really have to have one. And your tubers, that's your potatoes, your yams, yucca. You're not going to eat any of that. Of course, French fries, you know they come from potatoes. So keep those in mind when you're thinking about it. Your potato salad, to your grains, your pasta, things like that. You're not going to eat that on here. Rice, you're not going to eat that. Think about when you're making dishes. But with our program, and of course this information is available online as well, but with our program we have a support Facebook group called Wakaya Bulafit, and people are always posting recipes and showing pictures of these wonderful things that are like substitutes, and you're still getting the same effective eating. You have got to look up Fathead Pizza. Amazing. So you can have pizza. You can have burgers, and there's keto bread that you can make and still have a burger on a bun. I'm happy without it, but I'm just saying, if you really feel like you have to have it. And the desserts are crazy. These fat bombs, and what I'm going to do on another video is I'm going to just review some recipes. I've got this great book called Fat Bombs. It's savory and sweet, and unbelievable. They have frozen fat bombs, liquid fat bombs, savory fat bombs. An example of one of the frozen ones is a strawberry cheesecake ice fat bomb. Oh my gosh, with the weather the way it is, we've been in a heat wave, that I can't wait to try it. There's one, now I'm not an egg eater, but they have a bacon and egg one that's really good. They have an avocado and bacon one, which I really do want to try. But it's back to what not to eat. It's really simple, but you can eat almost anything else. And for your dairy, you want high-fat dairy, because that's the one thing people get confused, because we're caught into the no fat and 1%, 2% fat. With this, you want to eat high-fat dairy, high-fat cream butter, high-fat cream, heavy whipping cream, cream cheese, but it's all the high fats. You want to eat that. Your nuts and seeds, such as macadamias, walnuts, sunflowers, just monitor how much you're eating. Avocados and berries. When I was talking about the berries, such as raspberry and blackberries, those are really good. Now, the big question that people, when they think about this, when you're losing sugar, especially, because most of us are addicted to sugar, and we may not even realize it, but most of us are addicted to sugar, and that's one of the things that seem to scare. It's either I hear people say, oh, I can't eat French fries, or how am I going to have my coffee without sugar? Well, you can have stevia, which I really like. I prefer the liquid form opposed to the powdered packets. But remember, stevia is like 200 times more sweeter than sugar, so you're not going to need as much. Erythritol and monk fruit, those are really good sweeteners, and they work really well. And you can do it not just your coffee or your tea, but in your cooking and making some of the desserts, which later on I'll share with some of the recipes on that. High-fat salad dressings. So there's so many things you can eat, and it's confusing to us mentally, I know, to eat all this fat and then lose weight, but it works. Putting your body in ketosis works for you. Now, I am at 19 minutes, and I did not intend on going that long, but I had that beginning where I was told that you couldn't hear me, so I really don't know if you can or not. I will review it after this, but I just wanted to share with you all that living a keto life is not that difficult. It's not difficult at all, really. Eating out, I have a go-to sheet for those who decide to start this program with me. That gives you a little cheat sheet of where you can eat, or give you suggestions what you can eat. There's a cookbook that I love that has even a 7-day meal plan in there to kind of show you what you want to eat and help you plan the meals for your family. And it makes it easier for you to cook for the whole family keto. So, I'm sorry, I'm not liking how, there we go. That's like the best picture I've gotten since I've been out here. The sun's moved. Okay, So I'm going to end with this. Thank you so much for listening, but you can always go to Losing It with Gracie, hit that join video, button, like my videos, share them. If there's anybody you know who's dealing with any of those issues that the ketogenic diet will benefit them, please share it with them, with others. I am open for questions and calls. Text me, email me if you have my information. Call me, 443-813-6401, and I'll be happy to answer all your questions. And remember, this special on the 7-day trial pack. And I got to go back to one thing. It's getting ready to rain, which means I need to close shop. This trial ends at this special price right now. It ends at midnight on Saturday. So please contact me so I can get your order. And I'm going to place my orders in on Saturday night, and you will get started on the new keto life really soon. But I'm here for you. You do not have to do it alone. So love you guys. And I'm sorry this was like 10 minutes longer than I wanted to, but everyone have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.